and they don't like that. So they're gonna hate on you. They're gonna kick you out. They ain't gotta know you. It's weird, but it's tag.
But that's my thing, right? Instead of being a weird ass person and trying to down a person, you feel me? It takes the same amount of energy you use to be negative. You can push that shit into something positive.
And no question, without a shadow of
You
a
feel me?
doubt.
Given that, I'm pretty sure all of them grown than me.
Yeah.
I'm only 22. I'm pretty sure all of them grown than me.
Yeah.
You feel me? They got it's just they ain't got nothing better to do.
Is it? Come on back and say it again, Dot. Say it again. Shout out to Dot, though, man.
Because negative energy draws more attention.
It does.
It draws more attention, and that's what these people are on here for. If they wasn't on here for attention, they wouldn't be on here. There's some of these people. This they only like. This they like. Tag this they like. So what goes on here is important to them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if they see somebody coming into their space, they going to like
feel intimidated.
Mark their
inferior. Yeah. Or they feel like they need to mark their territory. However, it don't. But that's the problem with people and as a whole, right? People lost the concept of networking in a right way, right? So you think about it, like for me, I got the podcast, I got a clothing company, I got a car lot, I got an event space, I got all these different things. And what better way to bring in traction, to gain traction than a platform like this, right? So you got to use it for that manner, for that reason. A lot of people come on here because it validates a lot of people. It's 90 people in allowed. One person going through it with another person. One person seemed more superior than the other one. So now that spreads like wildfire. And now the person on the app is this whoever they're supposed to be. But in real life, you're really not having no motion. So like people be operating differently.
Again, I agree with that 100. I agree with that 100%. Because if we took the time out and build each other up instead of tearing each other down, it would work out a whole lot better.
Me, you, that in the last, I don't know, 30 maybe minutes or so, like me, you, that, her, everybody is saying the same thing. So obviously us, we the ones that's giving this type of energy off. It should be infectious, right? Infectious, whichever way you say it, right? You would think like, damn, boy, got some dope stuff going on. Let me see how we could work together. But instead is you nutters, you don't live, you ain't. What is this? They could they could be whoever they want to be, but never who they supposed to be. That's a fact.
But that's weird.
But and some people are being who they not. That's the thing.
Because you can be whoever you want online. Like, when I cut this camera off, like right now, I could be whoever I am, right? But when I cut this camera off, that's when reality sets in. And so people stay on here so long because this is their reality.
Exactly.
It's crazy, man.
That's sad as fuck.
Yeah, the online, I don't understand, like, how you beefing with me over a difference in opinions? It could be, we very well could both be right or both incorrect. It don't have to be a beef because we have a difference in opinions. People don't really understand what this beef stuff is. They'll make it beef, and it's really not beef.
I recently said that exact thing to somebody. I think it was just today. I just said that to somebody. That's the thing. We can't agree that we just don't agree on it.
Yeah, agree to disagree, right?
That's right. We can't just say, oh well. It always somebody has to be right. And sometimes we're both right. Sometimes we're both wrong. It's just that people rather be they gotta be right. They gotta be right, and that's what they're looking for. And the other thing is that people are looking for too much validation on this app.
That's what I'm saying. That is super great. But it's just, I don't want to say like it's just this app, right? But it's just with the social thing
Right.
in general as a whole, right? The social media thing, like the validation. I was saying that like that social media can do two things for a relationship, make it or break it. Because if you post a person on there, that's your girlfriend, that's your boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever may have you, right? And if you take the post down, like say I post a picture of me and a girl and then take the post down, now we're not together. This is insane. This is really insane. And then like Yummy said, God forbid two things be correct at the same time and it's just a disconnect. Two people can say the same exact thing in different ways and it still be end up however it ends up. And you
Yeah,
be like,
because somebody has to feel like they're 100% correct. And the other thing is because we don't listen, because we go into things negatively. We
Right.
already go into the situation negatively. So because that's the mindset that we have, anything that is said, we're not really even listening because our mind is already set for something negative to come about.
and also a lot of people, and shout out to my baby mom, but she told me this. She said, a lot of us listen to respond. So we hear keywords and we got to come right back instead of hearing the sentence all the way through. You know what I'm saying? And then, and it's so crazy because I was watching a podcast with Shaq on there and they were talking about, how Shaq says what he say about certain different NBA players, right? And he was like, that's because there's so many people around them telling them that they the man already. So you gotta be like, man, you know what I mean? Because he see the dog in dudes, and he was like, look at him. He did that to Kobe, and they won championships. He did that to Dwayne Wade, and they won championships. He talked about LeBron James, he won championships. Talked about Kevin Durant, them niggas won championships. Kyrie Irving, they won championships after he said some of that stuff. He said they bring the dog out, just like he talked about Donovan Mitchell can't lead a team. Look what he doing. He went out the next day and gave out 71. But it's like reverse psychology, right? That's all it is. And people don't know how to take that. You know what I'm saying? It's a challenge. You saying you could do something, I'm saying you can't do it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't really too much to it. But we don't know how to take constructive criticism.
And
as a people.
That's the part right there. That's the part right there. And the other biggest thing is you can't accept taking constructive criticism, and we can't accept being wrong.
All right, shout out to that, dog. Yeah. And a lot of times I like being wrong, right? Because I be hell bent on some of this stuff, right? And then when a person, see the way you prove me wrong, it's showing me, right? Real life, right? And I like that though. I actually enjoy being wrong because I don't know everything. But so many people won't, some people won't even correct certain different things. They'll just let you be wrong. Oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, baby. I got you.
But when people be like, they want to debate, when people want to debate and you don't, I could say one thing this way, but you can come behind me and say the same thing I said, but you said it another way.
Mm-hmm.
So nothing is actually wrong. We just got there two different ways. But because
part of the thing with Edward is how you say stuff.
No, hold on, Yummy.
The way the mindset is set up is the already person got an argument on their mind. They already set to argue.
They already have a defense.
They'll hear a key word, and they'll say, "Well, that's not how it happened." And then if they actually took the time out and listened, and this isn't anything, they will realize that they were saying the same thing all the time. Most arguments, they are saying the same thing
different
the
ways
whole time, but they just not listening to each other.
Well, see, with that, like a lot of times where I agree with what you're saying, but a lot of times Like, all right, so when y'all said it's hard to take constructive criticism, like for me, tell me when I'm wrong. Tell me when this, that, and the other one. But it's not really what you say to me, it's how you say it. Nowadays, everybody is so hell-bent on being the pettiest motherfucker. They so hell-bent on being the person that can hurt you the most, and I can just this, that, and the other one, that they say shit to you. Like, it's a difference in saying, yo, you wrong, as opposed to saying, no, you the fuck wrong. You told me the same shit, you know what I'm saying? But one don't resonate. Because who you talking to? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like a lot of communications get lost in the tone. It's never really what you say. But like I said, everybody nowadays want to be the one. I'm so this, I'm so that, I'm so, I'm aggressive, I'm this, I'm petty as fuck, I'm there, da, da, da. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a flex. It ain't really, like, if that's who you are, you don't have to go around beating your chest about it, because it's just going to be what it is. But motherfuckers like to flex it, and then they got to stand on it. You know what I'm saying? And then they saying shit to you real crazy, so you can't even receive what they giving to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that plays a big part in where, people drop the ball with the communication. Because I know if you talk to me a certain type of way, I don't hear nothing you saying. I'm toning you all the way out. Good, bad, or indifferent. I don't hear nothing you saying to me. You can suck my dick from the back 6 times. You know what I'm saying? And you could be saying something positive, but if your tone is off, I'm not receiving it. Now, you talk to me like you got some sense, we can have a dialogue. You can tell me I'm wrong all day. You can check me on it, and it's cool. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I feel like that's where the start of all good communication needs to be. You need to check your tone. Like, everybody needs to check their tone.
Arguments start with tone.
Absolutely.
Arguments start with tone. Because that's what it usually is how you come at the person. Like, you could be trying, you could be not insultive to somebody, but if you say it in an insultive way, they're going to take it that way. It's all about what you say and how they perceive what you said.
Now, are you responsible for a person's perception? Are you responsible for how a person receives it after you deliver it?
Well, you know what? I just said no, but I feel like that's a catch-22, because while in general you're not responsible for how they take it, you know what you're doing when you say shit certain ways and you're trying to provoke certain responses.
Yes.
So while you're not responsible for how they take it, you knew what the fuck you was doing when you said it.
I don't believe that. Okay, so I'm a person that, what I say is just what I said. Like, it don't have nothing behind it. You want something to eat? No.
But see, that's different, Les, because, like, as long as I've known you, right?
Yeah.
I've never heard you come out of quote unquote character. I've never really heard you raise your voice. I've never heard you do none of that. So it's kind of like when you say stuff, you're just talking how you talk to everybody.
Right.
But when I say it's a catch-22, you know what I'm saying. There are people that don't talk to everybody in the same way. So you talk to certain people because you're trying to get a response. So while technically you're not responsible for how they receive what you're saying, you knew what you was doing it in the way that you said it.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're pretty much even tempered. Like I said, I've never heard you, and we got a couple years in. Yeah. I've never heard you raise your voice. I've never heard you, you know what I'm saying? The only thing that changed between you is whether you smiling or not smiling when you say it. Tone-wise, your tone never changes.
Cause
and again, that goes back to that goes back to taking the time out, hearing somebody out, and not all coming to the table negatively. If you come negatively, you're going to perceive, I don't care what the person can say. They could be telling you that your hair looks nice, that they like that jacket you got on. But the first thing you're going to say, what you mean? What you talking about my jacket for?
Why you running about my jacket? Or I know it, like, yeah. And that's the crazy.
It's all about that mindset. How do you come? How do you come? If you come negatively, your whole thought process is going to be negative. I
wholeheartedly agree with that, because I don't wake up angry. I don't wake up, like, for me, a lot of shit is, I'm really nonchalant about a lot of shit. A lot of shit for me is like water off a duck's back. I don't give a fuck what you're talking about. You know what I mean? Right. Like, it's not that deep for me. But I feel like because that's my demeanor, people want to try me because they want to try to evoke a response out of me. And I'm human. So some days I'm going to give you everything that you didn't even know you was asking for. You know what I mean? Most days I'm not. But you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't really feel like that's a major part. That plays a part in a lot of people's shit. But I don't feel like that's a major part because I'm pretty much mild-mannered at all points of the day. But I'm also to the point that I've been that extra shady person. So I know shade when it's coming at me. You know, I know when it's bullshit coming my direction because I used to be, you know, not even intentionally, I used to just be that one that was always on go. So, you know, I can recognize when it's coming because I used to dish it out so much. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I'm pretty much mild-mannered at all points of the day, but you ain't gonna just say whatever the fuck you want to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, while I don't all the way disagree, I don't think that's a major part, if that makes sense.
Right.
It's not even the part about disagreeing with, because it's okay to disagree. You may not feel that way at all, but that's all right. But we all don't think the same. God didn't make us that way.
So that's what I'm saying. Why are we being ridiculed or frowned upon if we're expressing our individuality though? Like, you know, like bro, if me and you don't agree on some things, it don't gotta be a beef. It don't have to be a back and forth. It don't have to be any of that, right? And so I learned a long time ago, you know, by me I came up harder, worse than a lot of people. The stuff I've been through in my life will kill 10 niggas, for real. So, like, make them kill themselves, right? So, one thing I've always learned is you have to listen. Let a person get it off. Because, like you said, man, a person could be actually complimenting you. But that drift all the way up into something else. And you like, bro, I was just saying hi. I said something to a dude. I'm like, damn, what's up, bro? How you doing? He said, what you mean how I'm doing? I'm just speaking to you. Why you speaking to me? You know what, bro? I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how to, I had to learn how to, that man might be going through something. That sister, she might be going through something. It's a good chance that they're going through something. So I'm going to just go ahead and let it go.
But that's when you can, a lot of people can't do that though, Ledge. A lot of people can't do that because their mindset is already set negatively.
Yeah,
like Yummy said, she don't wake up angry. She don't wake up that way.
Mm-hmm.
We don't.
We should. Some people do though.
There is some people who sit there and figure out, how can I piss and force her off today? There is people that wake up like that.
There are, yeah. I believe it. Or even like if a person knows certain different things, I'm not a person that wants to be around a bunch of people. I don't like the rah-rah, I don't like the attention. My attention be different. When I get attention, it's substantial, right? It's for a reason. Mm-hmm. I'm not getting attention, oh, look at boy, he over there buying all the bottles. He got the latest car, or he doing this, that, and the third. I'm sturdy boy. Boy come in, he play pool, get his drink, go about his business. He sell clothes, got cars, this, that, the third. Good upstanding boy. Never arguing with nobody. I really dislike to argue with people. I just tell everyone that they're correct. And it's becoming an issue when you tell a person that they're correct. You be like, you know what, bro? Because that's your belief. That's how you was brought up. Then you're absolutely correct. And I was like, so what you saying? Like, I'm saying that you're correct. How can you be offended by someone saying that you're correct?
Because I'm gonna tell you, because they know that they're not correct, and
they want to argue.
Yes, there you go. I didn't say that to you for you to tell me I'm correct. Man. And they hate that for you to avoid an argument. You say, okay, you got it, you're right. And then what you mean? What you mean? I just said you was right. Okay, it's all right.
It's okay.
Definitely. The human mind is crazy. That's just that.
That's just that. And even when you giving people credit though, even when you giving them credit, they still don't know. They don't even know how to receive credit though. Damn, bro, you doing a good job at what you doing. That nigga don't really mean that, man. I be like, damn, and I be trying to give off all this positive energy, bro, because it starts with us, man, for real. So like, Do-It-All was asking me about the young boys earlier, and I was telling you, like, my young boys is 30. They not beefing with nobody. They taking trips. They got businesses. You know what I'm saying? They out here, they gonna live for another day. They ain't got to look over their shoulders. They don't gotta wear the ski mask all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? They living life. Now, as to the other young boys that got involved with the nonsense, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got to keep that over there, because that's not what we doing over here. So we got to, it's established what's going on. Just like if they see the youngest that got ops, if they see one of the 5 of my youngins, they shaking their hands and saying what's up with them, telling them that they man's on some nut shit and all of that. You know what I'm saying? But if they see another different young boy, then it's to it with them. That's because they know they're respecting. If you not on it, they not gonna put you on it. No. If you out here acting like you on it, then you on it. Ain't no excuse for that. Can't nobody make up for that. They all the young boys, what's up with, that's my youngin', he wild as a motherfucker. I don't know what he got going on. What's up with, he cool. Nah, he just came back from what's his name and all that. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's why people don't want people. There's so many. What is it, man? Like the trend following shit, man. People, they gotta keep up with the times, and you know what I mean. They gotta like, people don't want to lose their relevance, but they're gaining their relevance from all the wrong reasons. Yeah, you little what's the name that shot and killed 2 people that got a life sentence. You little what's the name that's running around robbing everybody. That shit not good. That shit ain't for the longevity. Eventually, somebody gonna get tired of you robbing somebody.
And you're gonna rob the wrong person.
That's what I'm saying.
They gonna be on go time, and that's gonna be it.
And the world's so small.
I tell people all the time, because I'm raising my sons. The streets is not raising my sons. And what I do, like on Monday, my son will be on a cruise. Okay?
See what I'm saying?
He is not going to be here through Easter break. In the summertime, they on trips and stuff. That's what they do. That's what I do for them.
Now, shout out to you, bro, because I told dudes before, if y'all niggas not hanging with y'all kids, don't call me to go nowhere if it don't involve our children, bro. I'm not going nowhere with y'all niggas without y'all kids, bro. Don't ask me, bro. Come on, no. You taking your daughter? You taking your sons? I'm hanging with my motherfucking kids. No cat. Can I get to the end? Yeah. For real. I'm hanging with my kids, bro. Because I'm not, like you said, I'm not letting the streets raise my kids, bro. That shit dead and stinking.
No, because you don't know what they getting from that. Like, have this stuff when it ends up happening. What's the first thing they said? Well, I didn't even know my kid do that, or my kid even knew nothing about that. You want to know why? Because you ain't taking the time out for your kids.
The same thing.
My son, I could tell you what my son is, where my son is.
Right now. Right.
Nobody has to come and tell me.
Right.
And when you do come tell me something about my kid, and this was even with my girls, when you come and tell me about them, I could tell you if that happened.
Ain't no question.
Because I know mine.
Because you in your kids' lives, you know your children. A lot of these people don't know their children, bro. And they be like, you can't tell. I'm just not doing it. So my sons, they gonna live their lives to the fullest. So what it did for me is it made me give up being in the streets wholeheartedly. I don't have nothing to do with nothing that's going on out there. You know what I'm saying? The beefs that's going on, they know I'm OG triple. I'm real, like, I know y'all niggas dads. And, you know, I'm not that. I was the young boy I was 16. My homie old head was 25, and everybody else was older than him. So I know your dads and grandfathers. Nigga, I was your uncle at one point in time.
That was me too, Ledge.
You know what I'm saying? So I can kind of like identify with them and be like, yo, bro, like, that shit ain't there, bro. Your dad got 25 to 50. You know your dad was my man. You know I hold your pop down. That's not what we on, bro. This is what we on. Damn. You know, then you talk to your mom. I got dudes, this is real shit, bro. I got dudes' moms calling me and saying, like, yo, bro, I really appreciate you getting a hold of my young boy. Because the year or so prior to you coming home, this and that and the third was going on. You know what I'm saying? I take pride in that type of shit. I don't know what other niggas got going on. I take pride in that type of shit. That's real life shit that's happening to me. You know what I'm saying? When the young boys say, damn, old head, I appreciate you, man, because I got this going on and it's so much better. You know, they got their other little friends that it's just deep, man.
And that's why when I hear people say, well, my baby mom we talk sometimes, we argue and stuff like that. But when I hear people say the stuff that she say about me, I take that in, because that means that she recognized that I'm here and I'm here for these kids. I'm not just like,
yes.
People think because they child live with them that they're raising them. You're not raising them.
Yes.
You're not interacting with them.
Yes.
You have to interact with your child in order to.
A lot of parents let the kids go to school, and then when they come home from school, they gotta, you know, do homework, eat, go to bed, and go back to school. They're not really interacting with them. They're not asking them, how was your day in school? What did you learn in school? Did you meet any certain different things that I ask my children when I talk to them? I learned that these parents not doing from being around people. They don't ask their kids that. Put your book back down, do your homework, go upstairs, play your game, do whatever. You don't know what your kid got going on, right? And it's crazy because it's like seeing this, man, I got to do something about it. I came home fresh out of a jail, right? Fresh out of a jail, and start working in schools. The people it was so much so after my first couple weeks there, man, all the kids loved me because I could identify with them, right? And then the teachers is wondering, how is what's the name from this class asking about this guy? Who is this guy? So now they got to call me to the front. So now I'm there. I'm like, listen, man, why all the kids like you? Because I identify with them. I was that kid before. So when little Mason keep having his head down, he can't keep his head up. He's tired. Nobody's asking Mason what's wrong. They're saying, Mason, go get some water. Go sit in the corner. Go and do this. Go and do that. And Mason isn't my kid that I'm that I'm with, right? So I just tell Mason, hold on, teach me. Mason, let me holler at you. We take Mason out in the hallway. Mason, what's wrong, bro? Like, he said, listen, man, my mom and her boyfriend was fighting all night. I couldn't go to sleep. So now I could go in the classroom and I could translate that to the teacher, because never once did the teacher or anybody, the dean, principal, anybody ask the kid what's wrong. You know what I'm saying? So from there, and then the situation happened in the hood, and then the lady was like, do you see what you just did? Take that and do that in a different manner. Something was going down, and I'm me by myself, don't know, we not doing this right here. I don't know where y'all gonna do that at, but we ain't doing that right here. You know what I mean? And then, like, once a person, like I was telling Doc, once a person step up and then the whole room get behind them, it's like, oh, snaps. You see what I'm saying? It's like, oh, snap, what the hell? Yeah, so now I'm trying to channel this energy. I'm trying to just show people, tell people, bro, it's really, it don't have to be that, bro. It's okay to disagree with someone and not be beef. It's okay to, go about your business, not pay nobody no mind. It's okay to do that. It's actually recommended. I don't understand. It ain't about the attention. It's about what kind of attention that you're getting.
But and not only that, it's about the attention that you're getting, but it's also about the attention that you give. And that's the problem, because people want attention, but they ain't trying to give the same attention or the same vibe in return.
Yeah,
You want to end up see how a lot of relationships end. A lot of relationships end because both of them are not on the same level.
right.
Somebody is putting out more than the other one. Somebody is giving more of themselves than somebody else is giving.
Fact. That's a big fact. Now, what do you do? I just really want people to understand that we are all individuals and we be more understanding people, bro. I don't have nothing to do. How you make your money don't got nothing to do with what I got going on. How you live your life doesn't have anything to do with what I got going on. It's okay to live your life the way you want to live it. It's minding your business, bro. We just gotta mind our business. Abby, what the hell is y'all up there doing? Y'all on that bull crap. What the hell is that? Who is that? What's her name? Come here. Come here. What's her name? Yeah, come here. What's your name?
Come here. She broke my soap.
She broke your soap. How'd she break your soap? What's up? What's her name?
What's up? My name is Adriana.
Adriana, say two. You from the Avenue?
There you go.
Is you from the Avenue?
No, I'm not.
You not from the Avenue?
No, I'm not.
Say two.
You say two.
You say two. Shout out to the tours. Shout out to the tours.
It's him copied of my voice too.
Two. I want to do.
You want to smell it? You want to smell it?
I'm from the Avenue.
No, smell it.
Good night.
No.
Girl, you don't get your ass. Get her out of here, man. She high as they come. She talking about smelling through the camera. That's what I'm telling you, bro. People just be high as they come. I don't know where she get her marijuana from, but shout out to those guys. You know what I'm saying?
You got that fire.
Yeah, they got that giz ass. You feel me? Well, no, that's for real though, man. I really struggle with that.
Abby said good night, Ledge.
Good night, Abby. Ami Tumaki Balabashi. I really struggle with that, man. And I feel like so I struggle with people understanding me.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I struggle with. So if I just because I don't feel something don't mean that I'm against you. You know what I mean? Some shit I just don't pay no mind to. I don't even.
And let me say this, because I find myself in this predicament. I feel like and my sister say this to me all the time. She says, "You give too much of yourself, and that's how you end up in crazy situations, because you give so much of yourself. You gotta." And that's the problem. But we grew up in this thing. We grew up in a house where we seen my mom and them give and help people and stuff like that. So
right.
my dad, I saw my dad with no questions asked give, and my mom and my mom did the same thing for my dad. We seen that.
Right.
And it's crazy how when you see that now and people be like, why would you buy him that? Or why would you buy her that? Like, I don't understand. Oh, I wouldn't even have helped them out. How could you say that?
Right.
Like how?
Yeah.
So you would rather see somebody down and knowing that you can give them a helping hand, you would just walk past them because your pride won't let you.
It ain't even pride. You know what it is? It's ignorance, right? And ignorance isn't a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? It's really not, because ignorance is just the fact that you don't know. You may not know that it's better to give someone in need than not, right? I'm just going to just play devil's advocate. Some people don't know. You know what I'm saying? But it's why, if you got someone trying to tell you, you know for a fact the right thing to do. I don't know about everybody else, but it feels good for me to help someone.
Me too. Me too.
Like I feel better as a person that I help someone, and hope it be random people, because in a time of need, you never know, man. You never know. Like even if it's telling a person, like hey, how you doing today, beautiful? Anybody tell you was beautiful today? And I'm not trying to come on to you. That's me just letting you know that you're beautiful. What's up, bro? You good? How you mental?
And you don't know what that one statement can do for a person.
You never know.
You never know.
You never know, man. So, beyond the relationship that we had on this app, like certain different individuals, they'll call me and be like, yo, what's up with you? Like, because I had to tell them I'd be going through things mentally. Some people did know, some people didn't know, some people took it serious, some people didn't. The fact of the matter is, when I tell certain different individuals these things, they call and check on me and have been calling and checking on me every day since. Every day since. Yo, what's up, bro? How your mental? Yo, lad, you good? How you doing this morning? Good morning. How's your mental? So it only leaves me to give that back to them. And I don't get that from the people that quote unquote love me.
But that's the thing. It's people out here that that's out here that's going to create a problem.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to create a problem. Like you just said, it be people that you don't even expect it to come from.
Right.
That will call you and say, or say, look, Ledge, you cool, you good. Versus somebody that talk about they care about you, they love you, but when you're going through, then you can't find them.
Yeah.
You can't find them.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people who overlook certain situations because they'll say, "Oh, he get through anything else, he'll be all right," and they don't know. Some people that look like they're strong and standing strong are really going burning up and dying inside. They don't get.
Every deal enforcement, man. Oh my God, bro. And it's like, why don't the people, why don't y'all see that? Do y'all, like, I had to have that conversation with my mom, man, because I know, I had to tell her, like, honestly, like, I know what losing my little brother did to you. I can honestly say, like, I've seen it. I'm seeing it, still to this day. At that time, we had the conversation. I had to tell her what it's doing to me, though. With her going through that, seeing her go through that, seeing her keep grieving and not enjoying herself, me as the other son, it's like draining. Mom, I want you to go out and enjoy yourself and stuff like that, right? Because it's messing with me mentally also. But nobody cares about that's what I'm saying. People are just, I don't know, bro, they just don't care, man. Like, they really, like, it's rare that you could tell a person certain and then they actually genuinely care, because one thing for sure, two things for certain, the actions is going to show it.
But that's because you got to try to figure out whether a person listen or want to know because they care, or they want to know that they're being nosy. That's two different things.
That's two different. Yeah. I agree. I believe that more people listen because they want to be nosy than that care. I can say that.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, for real, like, the fact that I did it publicly, that I was saying this publicly, and these people, the individuals that reached out to me and continue to reach out to me, that means a lot to me. So I do the same. I call them, like, yo, what's up? You good? Good. Yo, you want to go get, now I want to know if you want to go get something to eat, or have you ate, or, is you cool? Like, do you need anything? Now I want to know those type of questions from these people, because they just checking on my mental. Now, any way that I can help them, I'm going to help them. So this, I don't really feel good, I need some soup. But I already do that. Like, if I was to get on here and you like, damn, lad, I don't feel good, I'm like, damn, bro, you need some soup? Cause I'm the person that's gonna bring you soup while you sick, and I'm gonna bring you flowers when you dead, and I'm gonna give them to you while you alive.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the people got going on whatever they got going on. I'm about bigging up. If we really want each other to win, bro, we gotta big up each other, man. Like I'm really out here.
That's what I just said.
You did. Yeah.
If we stop tearing each other down,
Yep.
and start lifting each other up, we will be a whole lot more better.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's one of the things that people only act how the environment is. If you set the temperature low in a room,
Mm-hmm.
that's where it's going to stay.
Mm-hmm.
If you heat it up and turn it up, then people are going to feel that vibe.
Right. I agree.
It's about you. If you have a negative vibe, like for instance, even when you're on live, if you're not controlling your live to keep your live in a negative, a
Positive
vibe,
manner. Yeah.
then it's going to turn negative because you allow somebody to change the temperature in the room.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And so that's why I started going live on my own, because I don't want to control no one's live. And I don't want to, what's entertaining to everyone else may be not entertaining to me, or vice versa. So
Well, it might be funny for a minute, but then when it start getting out of hand, it's no longer funny.
Right. So that's why when I go live, it don't be that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not right now, if certain different individuals are live, and I believe that they are, it's probably all kind of mayhem and nonsense being talked about, and there's no progression talking. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people on here, they seen me from when I got on here, and they seen me doing stuff. When I got on here, I didn't have a podcast. I didn't have an entertainment company. I didn't have a clothing line. I didn't even have this apartment. You know, I didn't have neither one of the two cars that I done went through since you know what I'm saying? Like, but they see the progress, and I've been trying to push this on people all the time. I'm trying to push positivity. Yeah, I indulge in some of the buffoonery sometimes. Who doesn't? But at the end of the day, it's about real life. Like, what are you really doing? Substantial things, right? What's really substantial in your life that you're doing? What's one person on here could say that they've done something substantial thus far this year in real life? You know what I'm saying? And it's not bragging, it's acknowledging, right? Because of my work, my work ethic, my drive, the way I'm able to network with people. I met a random person, just heard that he had a space. Tell him, yo, I need to pick the space to do my podcast. We sit down and talk. He said, you got the space, you can use it for whatever you want. So much so that you can rent it out if you want to. I'm not understanding. So when I start having these game nights and karaoke nights and movie nights and fight nights and all that type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? It's different. I'm doing different things, and it's okay. I don't want anyone to. I'm not better than anyone. I'm not. I'm using my 24 hours differently than everyone. No one's using their 24 hours the same way that I'm using mine. And it's okay. It's fine. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those it's one of those I can't even think of it right now. What's the analogy I'm trying to use? But it's like, the less they know, the better you are. You know what I'm saying? But the fact is, because I'm in the entertainment industry, I had to realize, like, bro, I'm exposing my life. This is me. Like, you know what I'm saying? That I'm gonna be subject to ridicule and all that type of different stuff. So I just gotta learn to pay it no mind, but I already know how to do it. It ain't hard. I already know how to pay stuff no mind. It is me. I feel like I'm gonna be when I gain the status that I gain, I'm really gonna be like sheltered, like standoffish to myself. Like, you never really gonna hear nothing about me as far as the public and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you never gonna hear none of that about me at all. Not nothing going on with my relationship. Not if I'm in a relationship. Not none of that stuff. You never gonna hear nothing about me because I'm just that private. And I believe that there's no more privacy. Everybody got to put somebody in their business to some degree. I'm just not that person that wants to do that. I'm not going to do that. What's up, Doc?
Messing with somebody on here. That was my mistake because I'm a private person. And so I'm used to being private, and I'm used to my business being broadcasted to everybody.
Right.
So it became the frustrating part to me because I don't like for people to know my business at all.
Right.
At all. Like, because we're going to argue a whole lot in life. And you keep telling my business. But that's what people are looking for. Like when people bring their problems to any platform of social media and then say, well, people need to mind their business. Why you shouldn't?
You shouldn't put people in your business. That's true. That's true.
Like that, it's like that. What's up, Doc? But the thing is, when you want something, the people be dying for attention so bad that they go on here, they want people to feel sorry for them, and then when it backfire on them, now they mad.
Right. Right.
Everybody don't feel the same way about the situation that you do. Everybody don't feel the same way.
We not the same. That's what I'm trying to get people to understand. Like everyone are their own individual. So it's okay if you like to do something and I don't, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta tell, everybody gotta tell, even when asking for advice, like it's a way you ask for advice or whatever may have you. People thrive off of motherfuckers in their business. You know how like you might feel a type of way, but until your homie say something, you don't never let that out. But as soon as your homie say something, you want to piggyback off of it. It's just insane. It's actually insane to me. Wow, they can slaughter from so.
And that's the thing, because like I hate when I have a discussion with you.
Right.
And you say nothing, had it with you. But
Right.
then I turn around, I have the same discussion with Dot. And then Dot is telling me what he think about the situation.
Right.
Now, I'm looking at you because you chiming in. No, you didn't have anything to say. I came to you on it.
Right. Oh, but now you got something. Oh, yeah. Now you got something to say. When I came to you first, you ain't had nothing to say. But as soon as I asked someone else, now you got something to say. It's weird. That's extremely weird.
And now, whatever you say, it means nothing. It means nothing. Whatever you have to say, it means nothing. Because if that was how you